What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be building an outboard motor stand. So last year during duck season, my old Suzuki DT, it's a 25 horse, it kind of took a dump on me in the middle of the season, not gonna lie. So I ended up having to get another motor just to last me through the rest of the season. And now I have two motors. The Suzuki ended up surviving. I thought it was completely dead, but it's not. So now I have two motors, and I got one of them on my boat and the other one's just sitting on the ground in my garage. So I really wanted to build a stand to make it easy just to kind of swap between motors. That way I can run both and not have one sit for too long. And then also it's just going to help a lot with storage in my garage. So stick around, we're going to build an outboard motor stand. I'm going to show you how to do it. Let's go. So I'm definitely not the best carpenter out there, but I'm pretty sure what I got is going to hold the motor. It's a pretty heavy motor, but we got a skill saw, some screws, and a drill. For materials, I have a 2x6, it's a 4-footer. I have a 2x4, it's also a 4-footer. I have an extra 2x4, it's a 2-footer. And then I got two 8-foot 2x4s. So basically, out of those materials, we're gonna have 4 3-foot 2x4s for the vertical and horizontal legs. And then we're gonna make 4 2-foot 2x4s for braces. And then to connect it at the top, we're gonna use that 2x6. So the first thing we're gonna do is cut the 8-foot 2x4s into 2 3-foot sections. That'll leave us 2 3-footers and a 2-footer left over. We're gonna do that twice. That'll make 4 legs and 2 supports. So then that extra 2x4, we'll cut it in half. Those are the 2 other supports. And then we'll just cut the 2x6 to length, make it fit, and that's really about it. So let's get to cutting. Not gonna lie, those were some pretty rough cuts, but I think it's gonna work. Let's get to screwing everything together now. Also forgot to say, I got caster wheels for the bottom. So it's easy just to push around and roll around. So figure out a way to mount these. Alright y'all, this is what I have so far. That was kind of a pain to do, but got this done. So I ended up adding an extra 2x4 here and threw a ton of screws in it just to make sure this is super strong, because I didn't really have a good way to screw this in. My screws weren't long enough. So I tried to go in through the top and split it there. So I just felt like this needed to be reinforced right there. You should still be able to clamp right there and there. And then as far as the supports go, if I were to do this over again, I would probably cut diagonals on the ends to make those sit flush. Because once again, kind of hard to screw in when it's cut like that. But I do believe it's gonna work. So the only other thing I need to do is put the wheels on it. So let's get the casters on and see how it works. The last thing I did was put the caster wheels on. As you can tell, I did not have the right screws, but I'm just making it work. It's fine. It'll work for now. So yeah, I got the wheels on. It's rolling good. Also, like, I ended up with a little shelf here, can put stuff on. Is it pretty? Not necessarily, but is it gonna work? Let's get the motor up there and see if it holds. All right, well, I got the motor up on the stand, but this was a little too wide, my transom. So I'm going to cut this little piece out right here and leave these blocks so it has the strength still, but cut this out so it can mount flush. Okay, so I've chopped that middle piece out of there. So now let's get the motor on and I'll show y'all how it's holding. All right, y'all, well, here it is. Got it mounted up on the motor stand and it's working great. The wheels are making it really easy to move around. I think this is gonna work. Here's what it looks like from the back now. It was definitely worth cutting this piece out. Looks a lot better now. So that's it, guys. That's how you make a homemade motor stand for your outboard motor. If I could do it over again, I might have made it just a little bit shorter. I thought it was going to come down a lot lower, but that's all right. It still works good. So hopefully y'all can take this and make one yourself. And that's all I got for y'all today. So y'all stay tuned for more videos. Catch you in the next one. Peace out.